You're listening to the Davey Mack Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right up, 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Never. Wide right. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program on riotcast.com.
Yeah.
Here's your host, Dave McDonald. Woo! Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Davey Mack Sports Program on a September night.
There he is.
2015. The name is Eastside Dave. They call me Davey Mack. They even call me Verbal Stinger, the Sports Master.
Master. He's the one that
we've been after.
That's right. With me, as always, to the right hand of my computer screen, Chris Pepper Stanley.
Pepper.
To the center of my computer screen, Sean O'Barry.
Shut
And to the left of the computer screen, Roy Schaefer.
Roy.
I am. That's right, David. Here I am.
Not when you point on in your box, because now it's like you're pointing at Sean O. But you guys are you're in totally two separate rooms. And now Sean O's pointing at Pepper. And Pepper's just sitting off camera. Can't even see him. So it's just ruined. And now Roy's pointing down. It's not at me, because I'm actually underneath Sean O'Barry, so it just looks like you're pointing at yo dick. Okay?
There you are.
Well, I'll tell you something. So many big-time sports stories. So much going on in the world of sports. And NFL season now is right upon us. Mr. Brady will play against the Pittsburgh Steelers. It feels like an eternity since we last did the show. So much has happened. Of course, the biggest thing, since we did our last show on Wednesday night talking about Deflategate, the very next morning, Tom Brady, all 4 games of his 4-game suspension nullified by Judge Berman, who says, fuck you, Roger Goodell. Suck the dick. And as a result, this Judge Berman did something that legal experts and talking heads across ESPN, none of them had all 4 games being nullified. You heard plenty of maybe they'll take away 2 games and you know, Brady sits out for 2 weeks and then he's back by week 3. But you didn't have this all 4 game scenario evolving. Pepper Stanley, thoughts and opinions.
Finally, justice has been served in the National Football League.
Finally.
Finally, the Patriots get a break.
All that from Pepper's shoulder, huh?
Finally, Tom Brady gets a win in life.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Gillette Stadium in New England and laid the smackdown on Roger Goodell. The Rock goes by the name Tom Brady, and don't try to fucking get near him. He is Tony Montana, he is Al Capone, and he is W. Axl Rose, all rolled into one. Welcome to the jungle, Roger Goodell. You're gonna die.
Yeah, he's also on Judge Berman's fantasy football team.
He's on the judge's fantasy. Don't even get me started with this judge who was actually seen in the fucking Hamptons partying his ass off with the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
That's true. And what Shauno said is actually true. He legitimately has Tom Brady on his fantasy football team.
I'm pretty sure that's unconstitutional.
It's illegal.
This is the greatest. This is the greatest story ever. Goodell is getting hammered so hard. Did you read what happened after this? Like a couple of days ago, a couple of anonymous insiders leaked a bunch of information to Sports Illustrated and ESPN about Spygate.
Yeah,
No, about Spygate.
I mean the connection between Spygate and Deflategate. That essentially Deflategate, he decided to come down extra hard on Brady because he fucked up the Spygate scenario in the first place.
He didn't fuck it up. He covered it up. He actually covered it up. He was burning tape. He was burning tapes of what they were all the Patriots tapes of various teams' practices or whatever.
No.
And then it also came out that they sent in low level. The Patriots sent in stooges to steal
Yeah.
play sheets.
He allowed Gillette Stadium employees and even told NFL employees stomp on the videotapes.
Stomp on them. That won't even hurt them. They can still respoof.
I know. We live in a
Fucking
digital
moron.
age,
Yeah.
Dick. They probably don't even have videotapes. It was probably all on a goddamn computer, you fucking antiquated cock.
It's on the cloud.
It's on the cloud.
Roy, you know things.
That's right. I'm a
Just
technical
like
guy.
Tom's child's dick, right, Roy?
That's
Remember
right.
those pics?
Yeah.
Remember those pictures?
Don't-
Little Tom
don't
Brady's
agree
got
with
a big penis. Remember that?
I don't think so. You'll have to refresh my
I
memory.
remember that kid's big dick.
That was an actual story where some
Yeah.
internet scumbag had a picture of Tom Brady's.
It was a paparazzi.
Shut-
We're following the wife around.
Yeah, a member of the paparazzi caught a picture of Tom Brady's child without his bathing suit on,
Come
and
on.
was like, "Look at
Yeah.
Tom Brady's son's dick."
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
I believe the paparazzi goes by the name Billy, the child who also likes
Stop
child
it.
porn.
Stop. Do not bring that kid back.
Right, I'm
Oh
just
my-
saying. My name is Billy, and I love to see kid cock. So anyway, I mean, Tom Brady, yeah. Listen, I don't know. Look, the guy is a cheater. I'm not going to let him off the hook. The Patriots are a bunch
Dude,
of
fucking
scumbags.
Richard Sherman let him off the hook. Richard Sherman just said, "I'm glad he's back in. It doesn't matter. You know, if you study tape hard enough, you'll be able to see what the hell's happening." Richard Sherman let him off.
Richard
Everyone should
Sherman
stop talking
is
about him
a
being a
shock-
cheater.
Richard Sherman's a shock jock.
He's
Who
not a
wants to
shock
say-
jock.
Come on, it's
Richard
acknowledging.
Sherman is the NPR of the NFL.
Acknowledging what Richard Sherman has to say is like taking what the fucking Undertaker has to say seriously.
You're a racist, dude. You're
It's
a
like
racist.
taking what fucking Brock Lesnar or Paul Heyman or "Mine eyes have seen the glory of the conqueror, my lord." He broke the Undertaker's streak. I know that strikes a chord.
What do
The
you think?
Undertaker will retire, and not on his own accord. The conqueror marches on.
Wow.
Roy,
What is that?
I love it.
I
I
mean-
wish I
sing
had
with
a.
me.
I wish I had more-
Glory, glory, Brock Lesnar. Glory, glory, Brock Lesnar.
Right this or
Glory, glory, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar marches on.
Wow. I missed that sultry voice.
We sounded like the Everly Brothers there for a minute.
That was Paul Heyman's actual dedication to Brock Lesnar. They did a few Monday Night Raws ago. I was so popped up, like I was actually in the arena, that I actually texted a certain Sam Roberts, and I wrote, "Best wrestling promo ever, dude."
Hmm.
I was so
was Heyman?
hyped up.
It was Heyman who said it.
It was Paul Heyman did that song where when Brock Lesnar, who I guess he's from Minnesota, so they had Raw Minneapolis, and it was Lesnar's return to Minnesota, and he went into that song, and it was fucking fantastic. I have to say, it was one of those moments in wrestling that you didn't expect the guy to, what is it, like the Battle Hymn of the Republic? You didn't expect him to do a goddamn song parody inserting Brock Lesnar lyrics into it. It was
Paul
wonderful.
Heyman's the greatest of all time. There's
He
no one
might
better.
be. I would always say Bobby the Brain Heenan, the Weasel, was the greatest manager of all time. I'm not sure I can say that anymore after this fucking Brock Lesnar song that Paul Heyman put together. It was the best thing I ever saw. By the way, big shout out, and we'll go back to Brady in a second. Big shout out to Mr. Dean Ambrose.
Oh, did you meet him?
I'm a part of the Lunatic Fringe officially. Yep. Me, my son Stanley Mack, Jules, the whole family. We all met Dean Ambrose at I Play America in Freehold. I have to thank my own radio station, WRAT 95.9 The Rat. Carlos Beltran just went yard. The Yankees have tied up the game 1-1. Anyway, yes, we all went to I
have to
Play
take
America.
a phone call. One moment.
Okay. We went to I Play America in Freehold. And we met Dean Ambrose.
Hold on, Dave. I'm calling Pepper.
Go ahead, Roy. Go for it, Roy. And the funny thing is, the guy goes, the guy who introduced him was also a legend. It was Howard Finkel.
Oh.
Very, very famous. He was the in-ring announcer who would introduce the guys in the 80s, 90s. The guy synonymous with the Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper era.
I remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's
the-
Ray Finkel's brother, right?
Yeah, exactly. Ray Finkel's brother.
Soccer
Yes.
style kicker.
Exactly. He likes to hide his own sexual identity, just like Ray Finkel. And Howard was the bald guy with the mustache who would go, Roddy Piper. So anyway, he gets everyone all excited. He goes, well, who's ready to meet Dean Ambrose? And there was legitimately a lot of people there. I don't know how many, 200, 500, 1,000, but the place was sold out, and everyone roared and went, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he made the mistake because it was 10 o'clock in the morning, and these wrestlers, they don't have a lot of off time. He probably was out Friday night, and Dean Ambrose I'm talking about. Dean Ambrose was probably out Friday night. And Ambrose was probably, not feeling all too good and whatnot. And he was maybe nursing a little hangover. And so after Howard Finkel gives this huge thing of, everyone, Dean Ambrose, and the crowd goes crazy, he then goes to Dean Ambrose. He goes, Dean, are you ready? And Dean Ambrose just said, yeah, let's sign some stuff. And then that was it.
What?
The most understated thing of all time. And right away I knew.
Dean Ambrose is too weird for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he goes,
I like Seth Rollins.
oh, I do too. I'm a Seth Rollins guy. Absolutely. Love Seth Rollins. Love the champ. Love him. But I found Dean Ambrose's lack of enthusiasm to be hysterical because you kind of just saw like 500 kids just go like, Mommy, like, Daddy, is he okay? Is he? I think he was pulling a little Sean O'Barry and nursing a 10 o'clock hangover myself.
So
That's what I think.
nothing wrong
Sean,
with
why are
that.
you drinking so much?
Why not? Why don't you mind your fucking business? How about that?
Oh!
Why don't you get off my dick? Why don't you just
Whoa.
fucking jump off it?
Jesus
right.
Christ. We got a ding ding. First feud of the night.
Slobber knocker, Davey Mack.
Musaka. Oh, it's a goddamn slobber knocker. And one thing you can say about Pepper Stanley, he might be the most toughest son of a bitch in the WWF. Anyway. So big thank you to iPlay, to Dean Ambrose, to the WWE, and to 95.9 The Rat, WRAT, for making that all possible. That was awesome. And Stanley Mack had a list of 8 questions he was going to ask Dean Ambrose
Oh, what were they?
for our wrestling show, the East Side Dave and Son wrestling show, which we have not done a follow-up episode yet.
You're not even
Oh.
giving him first name credit on there?
What's that?
You're not even giving him first name credit on there?
No, the East Side Dave and Son wrestling show, and that's
Okay.
all he's gonna have to deal with. Okay, if he wants fucking credit, then he's got to step up to the plate. Because after meeting Dean Ambrose, I'm like, we gotta put together one of our little wrestling shows, and he's like, he doesn't want to do it. Instead, he just wants to watch the wrestling.
Huh.
And
All right,
I don't
look.
want to. I don't want to be a fucking the coach from the Bad News Bears slapping his kid around, in front
You're
of
one of those
the entire
goddamn
town.
You're one of those goddamn radio dads.
I think I might be. I think I have the potential to be that fucking guy.
No
And
shit.
by the way, what was that guy's name? That actor's name? He was the actor who actually died in real life while on the set of The Twilight
Oh,
Zone.
Vic Morrow? Is that his?
Vicky, good, Sean O, 54 points.
Fuck
Excellent.
yeah.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Vic Morrow was the bad coach of the Yankees in the original, by the way, the best Bad News
I
Bears.
only watched the Billy Bob version.
Oh, come on. And I love Billy Bob, but you're going to compare him to Walter Matthau, please.
Yo, you should name your your show Davey Mack and Little Stan, right? Call it that. And then when your son can't do it, I'll sub in for your kid.
Well, why not just go by the Eastside Dave and Son show anyway? Why not just try and fool people?
No.
I've got no problem with you putting it. Go ahead. I want to hear your and son voice. Go ahead. Hey, so anyway, Stan, how was the meeting of Dean Ambrose? Did you like that?
I love Dean Ambrose. He's
Okay.
the coolest.
So my son is some sort of cartoon animal.
You're a cartoon animal, dick.
Yeah, well, now he can. First of all, if he ever called me Dick, it would be like young Ray Liotta in Goodfellas. I'd take off the fucking
Make him smoke
belt.
cigarettes.
I'd take off the belt. And I'd say, how was school today? Yeah? Says you haven't been here in months. In months!
Why don't you take off that belt anyway? Let's show it off.
Fine. I'll show it off. I don't even have a belt on. I don't
That's
even
not a
have
surprise.
belt on. Yeah. I just got my Star Wars Darth Vader pajamas on, but I'll take the dick out too.
That was
It's
a
easy
joke.
access.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah,
All right.
we're the only
Roy?
ones here.
Roy, do you-
I'd like to see it.
You'd like to see it?
Sure. No.
All right, maybe I'll show it then a little bit later.
Yeah.
So this whole goddamn Tom Brady nightmare, it just has me perplexed. But again, the good thing is for us is, and I don't want to totally forget Tom Brady, the internet viral sensation that the Davey Mack Sports Program put together.
Let's do a follow-up call. Congratulate Tom Brady.
Well, we do
yeah,
have
I
to.
like that.
O.C. Humanura is no longer a giant. There are a bunch of, I think they got rid of Lawrence Tynes. Lawrence Tynes kicking in your face. He's not a giant anymore. Basically, it's just Eli and Coughlin.
Well, how old is Dabney Coleman now, too? We're going to have to update
Right.
that.
We have to change the Dabney. I don't
He's
want to.
4 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
84.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a tough
So,
line to write in.
Dabney Coleman is 84. You know?
Just overdub it in.
Oh, the Baltimore Orioles just got a home run almost robbed from him. By the way, CC Sabathia has come back from the disabled list, and this is the proper fat Captain Crunch Sabathia that I
Perfect.
like.
Perfect.
Yeah, I like it when the gut is hanging over the belt, the fatness is just coming out of this.
All baseball players should be as big as him.
Yeah, but no, he pitches better when he's fat. Every time CC comes into the fucking spring training and they're like, CC, it happens every goddamn year. And they're like, CC, I lost 25 pounds this year. And then he gets off to a shitty fucking start. And you're like, CC, I don't know if they got to take a bazooka and fire Twinkies into that fat King Hippo mouth of yours, but you need to get fat again, sir, because you're a much better pitcher when you're big and fat.
Better center of gravity.
Great analysis.
He kind of looks like King Hippo a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Got to punch him in the stomach.
If you punch CC in the stomach, that's the way. You punch him, bam, left, right, and then you hit him in the face, boom, you knock him down. One knockdown, and he's out, by the way. That's what I love about CC. Not like that fucking Soda Popinski. That guy would give me nightmares. Oh, my God. That guy was arguably the toughest boxer in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
He was also an alcoholic, which makes him even more fucking
I
impressive.
know.
And
I don't
Russian.
know what was in that green bottle of his, but yeah, being that he was Russian.
I
some
think
sort of
his own urine.
cheap Russian urine combined with a little Smirnoff, a little, they call that a Roy Schaefer special, by the way.
A little bit of that yayo.
Right, Roy?
That's right.
Roy, you still on the weed?
No, actually, I've been dry.
Dry?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What do you say? I've been
smoke free or
Yeah.
Sober?
sober.
Yeah, there you go.
A tolerance break.
There's no
By the way,
stare-
no one's buying that you're sober after you couldn't come up with the word.
Yeah, Roy, why do you fucking lie constantly?
The fact that you
He's
were
so
struggling for
you-
vocabulary there.
there's no stairwell here. I can't.
There's a
The
stairwell
equivalent of
ahead.
not having
Roy,
a lighter.
Roy, why don't you bring back that lady you met on the Long Island Railroad? Bring her into your basement.
She was great. She had one of the most delightful voices of all time, Roy. That lunatic.
Crazy
Talk
Lisa.
about the lunatic Fringe.
Yeah.
The woman who came in during the Bruce Springsteen song that we did
Yeah,
further up
Lisa.
the road.
Lisa, that's
She
right.
came off as like fucking crazy, horny, and drunk. Like she was a
She
real
was-
weirdo.
yeah, like
She
Kim
was
Mattingly.
the fucking train wreck, broad.
Yes.
Broed.
She was like, Donnie, drink the fucking gin right out of my fucking alcoholic pussy, baby.
Yeah.
Right, Roy?
That's close, I guess.
She was like Kim Mattingly. I mean, I never thought Kim Mattingly actually existed in real life till I met this woman. And where is she now, Roy? What happened to Lisa?
I think she's still riding the train back and forth.
She lives on the train.
Yeah.
So you met this person on a train
Yeah.
and brought her into your, multi-million-dollar Skinny Man studio enterprise just
That's right.
because you chatted with her on the train a couple times.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Have you ever hung out
I
socially?
brought,
with
hey,
this
I
person?
brought the conductor too, didn't I?
Well, you did, but yeah, but Sean turned out to be a good guy. I like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he's
Wait,
great.
that guy you just met in the train wasn't a fan of the show?
No,
he
he
is
was-
a fan of the
Oh,
show.
oh,
yes.
okay, all right, all right.
He's
It was
always
both.
he's always giving me heads up on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, he's a great
Big
guy.
ups.
I
Big
miss him. I
ups.
miss him more than anyone on the train.
Aw.
Hey, speaking of which, wait, get back real quick because I don't know why my own curiosity is getting the better of me right now. Have you hung out with this woman socially or in any type of environment other than the train?
No.
Okay, that ends my 60 minutes interview of Roy Schaefer and the fucking lonely woman he met on the train.
I got a lot of them. I got a whole bunch of them.
I know. Well, okay, before I play this little clip here and give it and do an email here, what is the status of the Skinny Man Studios so we can let our listening audience know when we're going to be back in the same room at the same time?
Honestly, I don't know. It looks like I'm thinking it might be December. I'm having problems with the. Yeah, I'm having problems with the.
Liar!
Hey, I'm having problems.
Lying piece of shit!
I'm having problems with the permits, and then there's all this other nonsense I'm dealing with. So
I thought that was all squared away. I went up, and which we're going to discuss on the Watchers, which we are doing this evening, gentlemen.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we're in.
Well, on the Watchers, you will hear my ever fascinating tale about heading up to Times Square for Force Friday to meet a Star Wars author. And I thought that whole deal was settled. I was texting Sean O and Roy Schaefer. I took a picture outside of old Skinny Man Studios. And I said, hey, look, guys, I'm outside your old studio. And then I thought I saw a text of like, hey, we're close to, making something happen here. That's not happening now?
I don't know what to tell you, Dave. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's hard to say, man. It's these things are complicated. There's a lot of moving parts.
You sound like the dude in the back of the limo right now. It's it was a lot of moving parts, man, and it can get complicated.
Here, man. Hey, man. There's a lot of ins and outs. It's a lot more complicated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brand, you don't, man. You can't just come in here during the middle of this thing, man. Dude, are you fucking this up? Yeah, he was the dude right there. Strangely enough, I wanted the whole entire time to take the conservative route and say, hey, we might not be back till October or November. And it was little crazy man Schaefer over there who said, tell the audience we'll be back by September.
As we've learned, that Roy's a fucking liar.
Yeah,
all
just
the
don't
time.
don't believe. Just
I'm an optimist. I don't know about a liar. I'm definitely an optimist.
On the bright side, the show's getting better as we
That's
get
true.
farther apart.
We're ironing out the kinks, aren't we?
How is it possible that you skip the months of October and November totally, and you go from we're going to be doing these goddamn crazy ass Skype shows from September, and now you're telling me December? That there's no possibility of either October.
Hey, no, hey, listen, that's always a possibility, but pigs could fly too someday.
Oh my God, you're such an asshole.
But I don't know what to tell you. I'm working on it, Dave. I'm trying really hard.
Where's your stuff? Where's your stuff? I mean, from Skinny Man Studios 1.0. Where is it?
It's in my garage, my friend. Yeah, it's in my garage right now. And
so the status is whereabouts unknown.
Whereabouts unknown until hopefully December. I mean, maybe sooner. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it off the air. I don't know if you want to get into this now. We can, but.
Well, I wanted to tell the listening audience because I wanted them to be in the know-how because, I listen, we've actually gotten fantastic I have at least overwhelming feedback on my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Eastside Dave for everything. And people have appreciated because we could have and probably should have just shut her down.
Yeah.
Until we all, found the Skinny Man Studios 2.0 and we got back into the same room together. I thought, well, let's buy the snowball microphones.
Yeah. Well, now you can say it was a worthy investment because clearly it's it's
paid off.
There you go. See, there's a silver lining here.
I guess you're kind of right. I mean,
yeah, at least you're getting your money's worth for that investment now.
These snowball microphones are, I didn't realize how much value they'd provide. I just thought it was going to be 1 or 2 episodes worth of me and Pepper making snowball jokes at each other's
Now
expense.
it's turning into 12. 12 episodes.
Yeah,
I know.
Prepare some
looking
Christmas
at 14
snowball jokes.
episodes of me and Pepper are going to make out with cum in each other's mouths. That's far too many episodes for that.
We're just going to do it in real life just to fucking break the tension.
Oh, man. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I really don't.
All right. Well, thanks for being clear and specific. That last sentence was fucking as vague as an episode of Lost, but I appreciate that. Yeah. I just want to. I wish I could tell you something, but I can't.
I don't know what to say.
Who are you, Jacob?
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you something, but I can't. That's a direct quote. I want everyone on the Davey Max Sports Program universe to remember forever. Roy Schaefer about Skinny Man Studios 2.0. I wish I could tell you something, but I can't. You're like the fucking the source in All the President's Men. Deep Throat or whatever his name was. The guy
his name was Snowball.
It might as well have been Snowball with a name like Deep Throat. My lord. All right. Listen.
What's up?
I could sit here all night and talk about Tom Brady. We've just been talking about him for the last 58 minutes.
We should be talking about Star Wars. Am I right, guys?
We are right, but we're going to wait till the watchers for that.
Can't wait.
Now, one of our greatest listeners and spies, Stephen Collins.
Oh, I love Stephen Collins.
Gave me an email. He says Mike Francesa just announced, and we'll play just a small segment of it because it's going to sound very ghetto because I'm going to literally play the audio with my phone into the microphone.
Yeah, I would play it, but my computer can't do everything.
That's all right. I don't even want to take the chance of this thing crashing because, this is gold. So Stephen Collins gave me the email there. He says, my beef. Mike Francesa just announced that he's parting ways with Fox Sports Television.
Whoa.
Apparently, they didn't like it when their sports radio host falls asleep every Thursday.
Huh.
I also heard he's gotten a divorce. Is that right?
No. We just made that up off the air, lied to you the way you lied to all of us on the air.
I guess we're all just lying to each other constantly.
Yeah.
It's a good dynamic.
Yeah, I think Mike Francesa even had a promotion. It's Fall Asleep Thursdays. It's Fall Asleep Thursdays. Fall asleep. Anyway, so every Thursday he would fall asleep, and finally Fox
Fall
Sports.
Asleep Thursday's fat.
It's Fall Asleep Thursdays. And so apparently they didn't like that. And so Fox Sports said, you know what? We're going to go a different direction. Hey, listen. Hashtag DMSP Fox Sports. Oh, I don't know. we're only about 40 years. Well, I can't speak for Roy. He's pretty goddamn old. But the rest of us are like 40 years younger than Mike Francesa. We're hip, we're current. Bamski, whamski, boomski, doomski. Put us on TV. We'll never fucking fall asleep. If I have to put cocaine up the Pepper's nose myself, we won't fall asleep.
You won't have to.
It's Cocaine Pepper Thursdays.
TPT.
So anyway. Pepper Coke. So, so here's a little bit of the. Oh wait, I do want to because I thought that Stephen Collins' email was well written.
He's our N-word.
He said that because I want to play the whole audio, but basically Francesa said, "quote We've been doing the show for 27 years." Close quote. Stephen Collins says that shit really bothers me. Is Mike that pompous that he considers the entirety of Mike and the Mad Dog his show? He's been doing the show for 7 years. Dog left in 2008. What an absolute dickhead this guy is. He says, I wanted to call the show and shit on him, but I expect I'm not talking about the TV show now, okay? Defense mechanism is in place. So I thought that was a well-written email by Stephen Collins, and I agree with all points. Listen to this audio, and then I have a similar take, but an expanded take on it. Can you even hear this?
Yeah, get it right to the mic.
Tell you that as this Friday, we will be parting ways with Fox.
Echo?
Closer.
They'll be with us the next couple of days. With us now, obviously, on Fox 1 and elsewhere. And we have reached an agreement to go our separate ways. I've reached an agreement with Fox to do that. My parent company, CBS, has reached an agreement with Fox to do that. So they'll be with us today, obviously the rest of the program, tomorrow, and then Friday we'll mark our last program with Fox, and that will finish our simulcast relationship with Fox. So I know there has been a lot of discussion about it. I know there's been a lot of hand-wringing and a lot of different things through the time we've been with them. Let me just say this and put a ribbon on it and tell you what's going to happen from here. First, let me say that the blame is mine. I tried to do something that was a little different.
Fall asleep.
I knew I was trying to put a square peg in a round hole when I did this.
Does he talk about his dick? Okay. That's all I wanted to play. So my expanded take on Stephen Collins' excellent email is two things. First of all, Mike, you're not Lou Gehrig. You're not dying. What is with the fucking dramatic pauses already? My God.
I think
You got a lot of time to fill, dude.
I think that's just how he does radio. He said about 50 times, and the lip smacking, I was actually gagging a little bit.
That was point number 2.
Oh, my God.
The gums and lips of Mike Francesa are out of control. I can't. Does he have a mint in his mouth?
Right.
What the shit is happening? Dude, if you've been doing radio for 27 years, you would know that this noise sounds disgusting. You sound like a fucking horse. It's unlistenable. And I agree with Sean O. It's nauseating.
Yeah,
I think he's
I
got
agree with
dentures.
Sitting there, I actually want to puke. I'm sitting there thinking like this guy's like gurgling and like, you know, it feels like he's had like every time he does another gum lip smack, I just feel like he's had too big of a Mike Francesa lunch. And now it's kind of like, you know, when you burp and you get a little bit of vomit in your burp and a little bit of like, your fucking big cheeseburger, turkey club, bacon, French fried fucking combination and milkshake and whatever the hell he's doing is all coming back into his mouth. And
I feel like his sinuses must be completely blocked because he's doing nothing but mouth breathing,
Yeah.
and lip smacking, and there's nothing happening with the nose to help out with that shit.
Dude,
He's just
I'll tell you,
ugh.
like CC, he's bigger than ever. Here, I'll show him to you guys. He's bigger and he's fatter than ever. I
Look at him.
mean,
There he
for a
is.
while he had slimmed down.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's wearing black too.
Look at his face. Look at everything. He's looking terrible.
I mean, he's in what? Is he in his early 70s? What? How old is he?
In all reality, he's probably in his early 60s. You know, not early 70s yet.
You don't think so? No.
But health-wise, he's about 98 years old. He's like Pepper. They're way too old for their age.
Hey, get off my ass. I look great.
Let's just play a little bit again. Let's just play it from the beginning again and just listen to the gum smacking again. And I won't play the whole clip because again, it's disgusting. It really is gross.
Get it nice and close.
It's like catching your parents fucking in the bedroom as a child.
I give you that.
It's that bad.
Take a second here to tell you that as of this Friday, we will be parting ways with Fox.
Closer.
They'll be with us the next couple of days. With us now, obviously, on Fox 1 and elsewhere. And we have reached an agreement to go our separate ways.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't know enough.
That last one was a home run.
He needs some serious polydent.
So gross.
I'll tell you, if you could put lip smacking in like the Mark McGuire home run category, that last one was like a 500-footer.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit it out of the stadium.
He could make his own Foley library of lip smacking. Ugh.
Jesus, that's so disgusting, Mike. Please. Pepper, you ever smack your gums like that?
Only off the
No,
air,
I suck
baby.
my teeth. That's what I do. I don't smack my gums. I'll suck my teeth, though. I've noticed
Suck
that.
those teeth.
You are a loud chewer, but you do that off the air.
Oh, please, motherfucker. When you fucking eat, it's impossible to eat a meal with this asshole because all he does is clear his throat for a fucking hour straight afterwards. When we'd be in the office together, I would fucking scream. What the fuck do you need? A glass of water? Something? Just fucking clear your fucking throat out.
I can't help it. After I eat, I get phlegmy.
Why wouldn't you just fucking try to help it, though?
I can't.
Try.
What? But see, like a professional, I never eat before I go on the air. Never ever eat because I get very phlegmy.
You get the fucking professionalism award.
But as soon as we would end the show, yes, I would then have a sandwich, and I get very phlegmy. And he gets very upset because I clear my throat a lot. But what am I supposed to do? Just sit there drowning in my own phlegm?
What does that sound like when you clear your throat a lot?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And the best part about it is that I have headphones on, right? When we shared the office, I would have headphones on, so I wouldn't even know how loud I was. So in Pepper's thing, he would just hear this.
Sounds like you're sucking on a sandcastle.
Right. But I will say, he's a loud chewer, Sean O'Barry. I
Yeah.
mean, he chews loud. He chews loud.
What's worse than that?
You should hear his chewing. See, if he was being honest, he would put a stick of gum in his mouth and start chewing. You ever give this guy a piece of Trident, forget about it.
That's why I don't chew
go
gum.
to town on a piece of gum.
That's why I don't chew my food.
It's true. I've seen
He
it.
eats applesauce like a fucking adult baby.
No, I just suck it down.
I want Roy's new nickname to be Roy Schaefer, the adult baby. and maybe one episode, you just come in with a diaper on. You surprise all of us.
Oh.
That would be awesome, Roy.
I eat too fast to even burp.
It's magnificent, actually. If you ever get the chance to watch Roy eat, you should really do it.
Yeah?
It's like there's a competition, and Roy's the only one involved. You just watch him. Inhale food. He's like a weird shop vac.
You're very fast, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a busy guy. I don't have time to eat, so I gotta suck it down really quick and get on with my day.
His lower jaw unhinges, and he just inserts food, and he doesn't even chew it. Like, he's not even kidding. It just goes into his body, and
He's
5
like a
minutes
snake.
later. Yeah,
He's like one of those snakes that's able to swallow a goat, completely whole.
absolutely. He does it in about 3 minutes. It's very
Yeah.
impressive.
Great. Roy Schaefer, the adult baby python. That's what I call him.
Do we
Comes
have
out
to?
just as fast. I got a high fiber diet.
All right.
Do you have to
Now
read
here-
a thing from that nice company? Do we have to read anything?
DraftKings? Sure
Yeah,
we do.
let's talk about DraftKings.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up because I got it on my emails. I forgot to print it.
Print it.
Printy Winty, but I have it right here ready to go on the old phone. Okay, DraftKings, everybody.
Just do me a favor. Clear your throat before you read it, all right? Thank you.
No, maybe remember last week when, by the way, it's still going on. I was telling you about the rooster.
Oh
And
yeah, that's right. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
I'm battling my neighbor who decided to all of a sudden, out of the fucking blue, own a rooster. But it's the world's worst rooster because it goes off every 45 minutes. Roosters are supposed to only go off at dawn, for Christ's sakes. And this rooster, it's like at 11:45 when I'm trying to take my midday nap, I hear, cuckoo! So maybe I just battle the rooster by putting a bullhorn after I've eaten a meal up to myself. And just, cuckoo! Anyway, hey, DraftKings.com. Hey, you know what? In all honesty, we are so excited to have DraftKings.com as a sponsor. DraftKings is unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable.
Week to week, right?
Oh my God. Think about this. You play fantasy football. You love fantasy football, but none of these other sites can you earn the kind of cash you can earn at DraftKings.com. In fact, there are $10 million in prizes up for grabs at DraftKings.com. That includes $2 million for the first place, $1 million for second. Think about this. 1 week fantasy means no season-long commitments. It's fantasy football on demand, which means play where you want, when you want, with the players you want. Pepper, you love fantasy football. You love DraftKings?
All I'm doing is just staring at the DraftKings lineups right now because this season is going to be nuts because you can pick up so much value at wide receiver. If you don't have Brandon Cooks, who's the pretty much the rookie, second year wideout for the Saints on all your teams, you're insane. The kid is ridiculous. Belichick said himself, I'm glad we only have to play Cooks once this year. Because, look, Jimmy Graham's gone. Someone has to get some of Drew Brees' targets. This Brandon Cooks kid's going to be ridiculous.
Hey, I like what you're laying down. Brandon Cooks, I'm going to pick him up right now. He's my number 1 pick overall. Fuck you, Brady. Fuck you, Rodgers.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks. Bam. He's on my DraftKings roster. Now, here's the call to action. If you hurry to DraftKings.com right now and you use the promo code MAC, M-A-C, all right, you play for free for a shot at part of $10 million in Sunday's Millionaire Maker event. Enter MAC, M-A-C, for free entry now only at DraftKings.com.
Yeah, even if you know
DraftKings.
If you know nothing about football, just fucking enter the code and pick some dudes. You might fucking win a bunch of millions of dollars. Who gives a shit? Do it. Do it.
That's it. Enter the promo code MAC, M-A-C. Turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. DraftKings.com. And I do love the people at DraftKings, and we are excited for their sponsorship. That's fantastic stuff right there. Now,
Everybody loves DraftKings.
Let's go to a story that seems very, very believable. You guys ready for a very believable story?
I love the more believable, the better.
Yeah, I like the setup here. I don't know where you're going with this.
All right.
Go with it.
According to a source, a guy who's written a book about the Yankees of the mid and late 90s Yankees, this guy says that, here's the quote, ex-Yankee Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada had sex in a sauna at Yankee Stadium in 1995.
I believe it.
Yeah, so
This is written by former New York Yankees equipment manager. The man's name is Paul Priori. The co-author is Gary Tushek.
why would he lie? He's the equipment manager. He would have seen them having sex.
He also says Mariano Rivera used a baseball bat on him, put it in his ass.
Wait. Rivera banged who in the ass with a baseball bat?
He banged this same former clubhouse worker, Paul Priori, with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
Wait, so Priori's gay?
Well,
Yeah.
not
It says,
necessarily. Taking a baseball bat in the ass
think it
doesn't
says,
make you gay.
well,
Otherwise, Rivera's a rapist.
this guy, Paul Priori, lost a $50 million lawsuit in 2003 where he claimed he was fired by the Yankees for being HIV positive. So he's a very class act.
I think this guy should just sue again and get that money because it sounds like Rivera gave him the AIDS with that baseball.
Well,
bat.
I'll tell you, it doesn't sound like those late 90s Yankees were that classy after all, especially this allegation where he says that Joe Torre and Don Zimmer were betting on the Yankees to lose every game. He says Darryl Strawberry and Cecil Fielder were drunk during every single game.
Well, that I believe.
Well, yeah, that one could be kind of true. And he said he said basically all of the Yankees at one point either fucked each other or fucked him. Except for Paul O'Neill.
I can't wait to read this fucking book.
Yeah. Wait, except for Paul O'Neill?
Except for the only one who was not implicated was Paul O'Neill.
Paul's the man.
The name of the book is Abused by the New York Yankees.
Is this coming out for real? Is it out yet?
Yeah, it's apparently out, and the guy's name is Paul Priori. Look it up. Abused by the New York Yankees.
Hold on, I
want to say that I'm not going to, for one, believe these allegations by Paul Priori.
Well, I'm reading this book.
I'm going to go on the record as saying I find a lot of these allegations hard to believe, especially that Don Zimmer would ever bet on the Yankees to lose. I just don't see it. Now, Mariano Rivera fucking this guy in the ass with a baseball bat? Well, who knows? I suppose anything is possible.
Why not?
Okay.
But I refuse to believe that Zim would ever bet to lose. Maybe that's just me.
I'm not finding it. Oh, wait, hold on.
Abused by the New York Yankees.
Paperback version for $125 on Amazon.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It said it was published last year.
Published by what? Like a golden publishing company? Like what kind of paper was this book published on?
I'm getting to the bottom of this, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't think, did we ever think that Paul Priori was not shady? He doesn't sound like the cleanest of gentlemen.
I cannot wait to read this book.
Oh, it looks like a bestseller to me. Put it right up there with Stephen King's newest book, Abused by the Yankees, by Paul Priori. Look at it.
It's going to be bigger than the fucking Bible, dude.
Hopefully they make a movie based on it, because I want to see the Mariano Rivera bat scene.
Well, you should try and produce a movie based on this fucking thing.
Who was that knuckleball picture for the Mets that was abused?
R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey.
Yeah, Dickey.
He's now
Come
a Blue
on,
Jay,
that whole thing is made up too, right? Come on, his name's Dickey, knuckleballer. Come on, there's too many coincidences.
The Dickey thing was real. All right.
They didn't.
All right, I found it. It's in stock. I'm gonna buy a copy.
Please do. No, fuck the copy. Do what we said. Buy the rights to the goddamn book. We're making this fucking thing, putting it out on YouTube. It's gonna be 3 hours long, like Braveheart.
Oh, I love it.
It's gonna be called.
We're gonna take 17 minutes for the Mariano fucking part alone, and we're gonna get the rights to Enter Sandman, all pun intended, by Metallica.
What's the book called again? I'm actually gonna look up.
Abused by the Yankees.
Yeah, Abused by the New York Yankees by Paul Priori, co-author Gary Tushek.
There it is.
Again, these guys sound like a regular pair of Woodward and Bernstein. Oh,
look, this guy's a fucking victim of the New York Yankees. So why don't you just chill out and appreciate his story?
Wait a second. He's a victim of Mariano. But he's diming out Derek Jeter and Jorge. What's his problem? Just because Derek and Jorge wanted to fuck each other in a whirlpool or whatever the fuck, they wanted to bang each other in a Yankee hot tub. I don't see why this guy has to, air their news. What? They're friends. They can't enjoy each other.
The greatest equipment manager of all time. I cannot wait to read this book.
Wasn't Big A an equipment manager?
Perhaps at one point.
Big A's real name is Gary Tushak.
Well, this is all coming together.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Finally. Hey, Carlos Beltran's on fire. Carlos Beltran got a home run and now a 2-run single. The Yankees lead the Baltimore Orioles 3-1. And Fat CC Sabathia back on the hill in inning number 5. So good on Carlos Beltran. He's clutch right now when we need him. Hey, Serena Williams, talk about throwing a tennis match. She let her sister give her the match there, Venus Williams. I know the thing went 3 sets, but come on, they were 3 blowouts. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, the second set, Venus won 6-1. It was a fucking beating.
It was as if they actually said, look, everyone always criticizes our matches, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a 3-set match, but just, we don't want to fuck this shit up here. I'll blow you out in the first set. You blow me out in the second, and then in the third set, Serena, will blow out Venus in the third. She advances the semifinals. She is now 2 matches away from the first calendar Grand Slam since Steffi Graf did it in 1988. And if she does it, by the way, she'll tie Steffi Graf with 22 overall Grand Slam titles. So fuck you, Roy Schaefer. America once again beats Germany.
You think
No comment, Roy?
What can I say? You're right.
Anything. It's a radio program.
I'm an American.
Yeah, right. You are.
I'm still intrigued. I'm still intrigued with this Yankee book, man.
Bullshit, man. You're fucking more Nazi than half the cast in Saving Private Ryan.
I'm the bear, man.
The Bear Jew?
That's the wrong movie.
It's the wrong movie. And he's Jewish.
Roy's email is at rommel@gmail.com.
Wow, how'd you get that?
I asked Roy, who's he going to be for Halloween this year? He said Himmler. I go, again?
Ew.
Stop it already, Roy, with the Nazi shit, all right?
Yeah.
You and your fucking Nazi dad, all right? Embrace America once and for all.
Sorry, guys. I'll tone it down.
Embrace the free land, Roy. Not the Freud land.
Yeah, not the motherland.
Hey, did you see this? So, college football, I watched the entire Notre Dame game on Saturday. Wow, what a treat. My God. Notre Dame, Texas. Notre Dame was supposed to be better. The game was at Notre Dame. But no one was seeing 38-3. And now, if you're a Notre Dame Fighting Irish guy, it just takes one season opener like that to basically say, yep, this is going to be our year where have Rudy in your Blu-ray player at all times. We will win the national championship.
There's no way they lose, right? There's no way.
They will not lose for the first time since 1988 as well. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish will be your collegiate football champions. They will, and mark my words, a rematch of Notre Dame, Alabama this year, where Brian Kelly will take on Nick Saban, but the Irish will get it done because they don't have that crazy Manti Te'o and his fake phony.
Is he still even in the league anymore?
Yeah, I think he's still on the Chargers. Yeah. I think he's like a productive, decent linebacker who comes in for the Chargers still. Yeah. But they don't have that nonsense with the fake girlfriend bullshit. He screwed up that entire magical ride, with Notre Dame. As soon as that scandal came out, bam, the Irish went in the tubes. Now that he's gone, boom, 38-3, Notre Dame over Texas. It was touchdown. It was like a fucking bullshit Tom Brady Deflategate game. It was awesome.
He threw more touchdowns after they reinflated the balls. You know that, right?
Woo-wee! It was Tom fucking cheating your ass off, Brady bullshit. Fucking every fucking Super Bowl he's ever won has been bullshit Brady football game, baby. I loved it. My Notre Dame Fighting Irish were apparently deflating those footballs to negative 58 TGI or whatever the
TGIF. Yeah, TGIFs. That's
whatever the bullshit
PSI.
barometric pressure is.
Yeah, barometric pressure. That's
For the weather.
Hey, CC Sabathia's looking good, baby. He just tried to take Chris Davis's head off, and you know what? I love it. I love it because the Yankees never do that. Tanaka, who has pitched this entire season with one little tiny spaghetti ligament in his arm, and somehow done it, and actually he's done a good job. I guess, if the playoffs started today, the Yankees would not win the East, but they would be one of the 2 wild card teams, which means they would have that one play-in game.
Yeah.
So you would have to make a decision. I guess you would have to say, Tanaka, you're going to have to – you can't give it to CC. I wouldn't give it to Pineda. I guess you could think about that young guy, Severino, who just came up. But the thing is, he's he's been in the fucking big leagues for like 3 goddamn weeks over here. I don't know if you can get, a guy that green, the goddamn baseball. I think you have to give it to Tanaka. Do you not?
There's no way they don't give it to Tanaka. They're going to burn that Japanese man out.
Yeah, true.
Well,
Hey, easy.
He pitched fantastic. Well, he is from Japan, right?
Yeah.
He pitched fantastic baseball. 8 innings, struck out 10, gave up only 1 run. But then the Yankees only scored 1 run on an A-Rod solo homer. And then in the 9th, they give up a home run to Chris Davis. But not Tanaka. The bullpen gave it up, so Tanaka gets the no decision.
No decision, yeah.
But I'm glad CC now tries to take Chris Davis's head off with a Charlie Sheen Major League pitch. Where he just threw it over the fucking poor guy's head, and the guy's now scared as shit. Great job, CC. I love it. But now he gives up a hit, so now he's got first and second with no outs. So
we should make a Thursday night football prediction before we're done for the night.
All right, Thursday night football production.
Should
Here
I
we
put some
go.
music in the back? You want to try this?
Nah. Oh, wow. He's going to try it.
Bad. Are you talking?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet. We will soon, though.
okay.
Now we are. Now by you asking us that question, are we talking, you're forcing us to talk.
Well, I was confused because sometimes when you talk, you get cut out because the music's too loud.
No, you're right.
So it's a
You're
Skype
right.
thing. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean O'Barry.
But
Are you ready for some football?
yeah,
A Thursday night party!
I missed that
We
song.
got the Steelers in the house and the Patriots going. Tom Brady's kids got a big dick. Are you ready for some football? That's right. Your New England Patriots. Your Super Bowl winning New England Patriots. 4-time champion Tom Brady. 4-time champion Bill Belichick takes on your 2-time champion Ben Roethlisberger. The cheater versus the rapist. What a matchup. Sean O'Barry, make your prediction, yo.
Oh, I always go for the cheater over the rapist. Let's go 21-7.
21-7 Patriots, Roy Schaefer.
I'm going Pittsburgh 21, New England 20.
Wow, a barn burner. Pittsburgh by a point. Chris Pep and Stanberg.
It's going to be Steelers 42.
Woo!
Patriots 35. No, 38. It's going to be it's a shootout tomorrow night.
It's a goddamn motherfucking Wild West Texan goddamn fucking shootout. Where's Billy the Kid and Wyatt Earp when you needed him? Well,
Take
I'll
it
tell
over.
you something. If you think that I'm going to sit here and agree with Chris Pepper Stanberg, if you think that I would look at his prediction and say, Chris Pepper Stanley, you predicted this insane score. If you think that I'm going to go along with this nonsense, right. Chris Pepper Stanberg is right. Steelers 39, Patriots 36. Last second field goal with no time. Pittsburgh wins. And that's your Daily Max Sports program for a Wednesday, September 9th. Stay tuned for a new episode of The Watchers. Look for it on iTunes or EastsideDaveCountry.com. Eastside Dave, that's Chris Pepper Stanley. Sean O'Barry.
Hello.
That's Roy Schaefer Harder.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good night!